Hello YouTube. Hi, AJ. My channel, The Life's Good. I've been away for a few weeks. I haven't been able to make a video. I'm always making excuses for that. However, Jane and I have been very busy since before Christmas. We've had a lot of things going on with family, a lot of commitments. We've been away for a while. And on top of that, the weather has been absolutely atrocious up here. Honest to goodness. We do enjoy going for country walks, woodland walks, that sort of thing. We haven't been able to do too much of that of late because of the inclement weather. And if you wait till the end of this little video, I'll put a little clip on of when we went out in the snow and ice winter weather that we had a couple of weeks ago. Just stick around for that. It's just a nice little artistic thing at the end of the of today's video. Well, I hope you all had a good Christmas and a happy New Year, and I hope you're all very well and keeping healthy and happy. You saw me coming in with a couple of boxes there. I've ordered some beer kits from Amazon because of the commitments we've had over the last month or so. My pub is almost dry. Terrible. So I need to top up my kegs. I need to get some more brew on the go. And the quickest and easiest way to do that is using pre-made beer kits, straightforward beer kits. And I've purchased two that I have made before and I really enjoy. And I'll go through what I've purchased and talk about those in a minute. What did you think of my little bell at the beginning? It says ring for a beer. It was a gift from Jane, bless her. She gave me this as a little gift at Christmas, and I thought I'd just feature it at the beginning of the video. So I hope you enjoyed that little moment. Christmas, prior to Christmas, we went for our walks, as I've just described, and we picked lots of sloes, which are the berries on the blackthorn bush. If you travel through the country, you see lots of hedgerows. They're covered in white blossom early in the season. They were planted way back, probably in the medieval days and beyond. They were used as boundary fencing or hedging, and they produce sloes. And on our walks, we found some, and we picked all the sloes. We froze them for a few days. That softens the skin. Put them in kilner jars and added gin and a bit of sugar, and we produced sloe gin, most of which the family have consumed, I must admit. I still have a jar full here, but this is not gin, this is vodka. I'm making sloe vodka, and I have not added any sweeteners to these. Got the sloes in, about a pound of sloes and a litre of vodka, and I'm leaving those to marinate, as it were. And prior to bottling, I would consider sweetening them. And I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube and somebody sweetened theirs with maple syrup. So I purchased some maple syrup. When I come to decant these from this jar, I might give you a shout out and show you what I've done there and explain a bit more about making your own sloe gin and vodka. Not the time of year now, of course. You have to wait till the end of the season, pick all your fresh sloes, and then set about making your product. In addition, I made a cheeky toffee vodka. So simple, guys. 2 or 3 packets of sweets. The ones I used on this are Werther's. You can use others. Basically, you take some of the vodka out of the bottle, you break up your sweets, put them in, put the lid on, give it a good shake, and let it dissolve into the vodka. And this has been absolutely divine, albeit a little bit strong. But a shot of this of an evening it's a nice way to start a party. But any vodka, 3 packets of Werther's, stick them in the vodka. The excess vodka you can take out, put in another vessel. So take some out first, fill it with the sweets, and hey presto, 3 or 4 days later, you've got toffee vodka. So we've had quite a festive season, Christmas and New Year. Moving on to these kits. Now, I purchased two, and they're both a Cooper's kit. And the first one here coming out of this box, I'll just put my glasses on because my eyesight's getting a bit dodgy these days. This is a Cooper's Cerveza. Hope you can see that. There are so many beer kits out there. I do like the Cooper's ones. For ease, simplicity and quickness, a kit like this is so easy to use. So Cooper's Cerveza, and this came complete with the brewing sugar. So I purchased the beer kit and the sugar together. They come with a little instruction leaflet, which is quite informative and very useful if you've never used these kits before. That will guide you through what to do. And just to give you an idea, what I purchased these for, I paid £23.74 in English money for this kit. So that's the beer, the sugar instructions delivered to my door. So £23 for that one. And in here, now this is the same arrangement. You got a tin of beer kit, a bag of mixing sugar, or brewing sugar, I should say. But this one is Cooper's Real Ale. And I made this one last year and I really enjoyed it. So quick and easy to make. You soften the kit in warm water, you pour it into your bucket, sterilized of course. You add your sugar, you top it up with cold water, and hey presto, 10 days later, you can transfer this to a keg, bit more sugar. 10 days after that, you've got yourself 40 pints of real ale. So probably about 3 to 4 weeks from start to finish, you get yourself 40 pints, 23 litres of good quality, reasonable beer. You can't go far wrong. So if you want to start out and make some of these, just get a kit, get a bucket, and away you go. Again, this one came with the sugar, big bag of brewing sugar. You use all of that with that, boiling water to set it all mixing together, and then you top it up with cold water. It's so simple. And this one, the Real Ale, was a bit more expensive, if I'm not mistaken, £24.71. So I've got two beer kits to be going on with. I've got some slow vodka to sort out, some toffee, slow vodka, and my toffee vodka to see me through. I've got a little bit of cider left in a keg in the pub in the pantry. And oh yes, something else I was going to show you. My daughter, Beverly, bought me this gimbal. Now, I unpacked it yesterday. I've had a play with it. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but when I do get back on the plot, the garden belonging to Jane's father that I'm taking over, I'll be getting on there now that the weather is improving slightly. And I might be able to use this to facilitate some interesting filming techniques. You never know, but I have to get used to how to use the damn thing. It's got buttons and lights, and I'm never that technical. I'm never ever that technical, but I'm going to give this a go. So when I get it sorted and I can film using this, we'll see what the results are like. Well, look, I just showed you my beer kits. I'm getting organized. I'm getting back together. You'll see a bit more of me over the coming months, what with the brewing, and of course getting back on that garden and sorting that out. So thank you for keeping up with me. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to everybody that participate in making the channel what it is. I do love all your comments, and I do try and respond to them and answer them when necessary. So I'll leave you with this little clip of the very inclement winter weather that we had. And Jane and I went for a walk in some local woods and along a river. Fascinating pictures. And I'll bid you farewell. You take care, look after each other, stay safe, stay warm. And it won't be long, I'll be back sorting out the garden, more beer, cider, and a few other things besides. You all take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.